It's an absolute wondrous winter's day. It's the 9th of December 2022. Stargate. Captain's log. And yeah, a bloke contacted me this morning. He said, "Oh, you getting rid of all that electrical stuff, all that retro electrical stuff, just for like $25?" Yeah, good. I'm coming down from Kasuya. I'll be there at 1:30. You okay with that? And I'm like, righto. That's cool, because I want to clear all that space anyway, so I'm like, rad, yeah. I said, oh, it's all Genjo, which means, you know, don't know if it's working or anything like that, just as is. Genjo means as is. That's it. Actually, a mate of mine taught me that word not so long ago. I fixed some Genjo, but some Genjo, I have to chuck it out. One of my mates, he's rapped every time some Genjo that I can't fix. He's wrapped. If it's made out of steel, he makes dough out of it. He says, "Are you sure you don't want a bit of dough?" And I'm like, nah, he's a good bloke. He helps me out. I help him out. I see, I like that. Help people out and do things together. See, so that's good. Anyways, that's a rad unit. So that's a K truck, and they've got that extended-y, garagey looking thing on the back there. That's rad. Anyways, so I'm going to meet this bloke at the front of this golf course here. I walked past here last night, actually. See, a potato cam right now. So that's good. Hello. Hey, yeah, nice day for a ride, eh? Yeah. Gotta tell you, it's like 14 degrees or something now. And like yesterday it got down real cool. No one gives a shit. What is this, the Weather Channel? And so, let's have a look at the temperatures. 12 degrees right now here in Itoshima, but it feels like it's much more. A high of 15. That's going to be fantastic. Yeah. How's this this morning? Like, I was doing computery work and I like listening to different things, and there's this bloke, I just subbed to him because I've seen him on the net. He's an English bloke that's into, he's probably super famous, but sure, I've seen him a few times on the Webby Poos. He's a bodybuilder, famous bodybuilder, and hang on, this could be the bloke right now. No. Anyways, and he takes his wife. Unbeknownst to his wife, he says, "Oh, I'm gonna take her to this restaurant called Karen's in Manchester, how the English speak." And but she clocked onto it when she rolled up. She's like, "Hang on, I know, I've heard about this." So some restaurant called Karen's. What a great concept. Just when you think you know everything and you've come up with all the ideas, someone comes up with an awesomeness of awesome idea. They set up this restaurant where the waitresses and all the staff are like real rude. And it's hilarious, one of those theme restaurant type of things. It was freaking hilarious. Called Karen. Hang on, this is the bloke here. Alright, I've got to go, yeah? That's the bloke. Him and his woman showed up, so he's keen on all this running on empty anyways. He's with yellow. So I figure I actually expected to come a few hours later and do a few things, hardware store and stuff. But then I figured, I'm going to get $25. I'll stick $10 in this, $10 in kerosene, that'll keep me warm, and I'll go and have a $5 meal. There you go. So I was expecting to bring some food or whatever, or go pick some up somewhere else, so that'll do, and then I get to clear out all that shit, so that's good. So the deal is, you got to take it all. He's like, yeah, okay. So I like that. Alright, ciao. Stargate, Captain's log. What have we got now, time wise? 5:45 in the evenings. Looks like morning, doesn't it? So the moon, that moony poos hasn't risen. Yeah, no, we nick off somewhere else. Now, I was thinking of taking the tollway highway back. It's like $1.60 on the way, but Houston, not good. We've been running on one pin for quite some time, so here's been packing some things. Hey, a bill out there, mate. There you go. I've got it undersized, so that's good. I got it to the. Had to mess about with that, that's for sure. But then you go. Get the right box for it. Right. It's a Friday evening. You know, I used to be inspired to go out and just get drunk off my ass, end up in jail at 7 o'clock in the morning or whatever. I couldn't be bothered. What I'm going to do is, like, I was just about to go and I was like, you know, the whirring, I think it's a bearing on the way out. I thought, wouldn't it be fun if I get some screwdrivers and, this is what I do Friday nights. And see if I can pull that apart and maybe change the bearing, or maybe just blow out the bearing with a, I might blow it out, but you know, there'll be a sealed bearing sort of, but it's got dust in there. The bearing's shot. It's making a bunch of noises, and I could just let it go. I know where I can get a bunch of these. I've got shit tons of heaters over there, conventional style. This is fan forced. Well, duh. But I thought, wouldn't it be fun? Oh, this is magnetic. Look, this screwdriver's magnetic. Wow. Hey, when you're young, you're like, yeah, I can't wait to go out and mates and dance all night. And when you get a bit older, you're like, oh, well, I could unscrew these with a, I've got different kind of screwdrivers for the, you know, that'll match the size of this. Oh my God, give me my youth back. Now, here's the plan. Life lessons with ABAREBUGYO. Instead of jumping on the highway overpassy thing when you're running real low on juice, the precious juice. Well, I haven't got much in the vehicle. What I'm gonna do is take the normal road and take this with me. Now, I know of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 petrol stations along the way. Is that correct? Terminator. Yeah, I would say 5. Servos along the way, and so there used to be another one that's closed down. That's one of my readout banks were. Anyways, so I'm taking this, and you should always take that's a flexibly hosey, the thingy majiggy. All right. I want to put some Kero in that. I'm taking that with me just in case I run out of juice. One time in Australia, my rig stalled. I just managed to wheel it around and do a U-turn, and clutch in all the way. Didn't have time to pop it out of gear, and I rolled and rolled and rolled and boom, got up over this thing and into the servo and just stopped right there. Didn't even need to brake at the pump, and took me a while for the fuel to once I filled her. Took me a while for the fuel pump to pick up some juice, and because it's like priming itself and it's trying, come on baby, you can do it, boom, and she started. That was a close one. Now, so what I'm going to do, I was thinking of something else. What the hell was I thinking of? Oh, there's always something going on. Yeah, a mate of mine there, he lumped on. He's probably watching this. This whimsically looking, this table he saw thing, some El Cheapo thing, but it turns out it's a pretty good unit. It was missing a few things for the actual, the stand part itself, the actual machine itself, for what he paid, and so great. So mate, I said, oh, why don't you? He told me he's going to an auction house, a free market to sell a bunch of shit tomorrow. I said, hey, why don't you take that and see what you get for it, and we'll divvy it up. And he goes, he said, right, oh no worries. And I said, I'll just check it now to see if it all works and shit. Missing a few bits for the framework or whatever. And then an hour later he comes back, because he could hear me using it, and he comes back, yeah, pretty good, eh? And he said, you know, I think I want it. There you go. Well, that was easy. Another chap come over with his woman, and they jumped in the back of my rig, and we drove down here, and he got all that Genjo electronics and the retro. I put it up for retro electronics. Strangely, no one's going for all these bags and shit. They're awesome. I kept one myself. So yeah, not. Didn't really make any dough today, to be honest. Like, that was the mission for today, but I did a whole bunch of other shit. Yeah, that bag in there, man, that is super rad. Just got all the shit. I'm very happy with that. Alright, okay, let me get stuck into this fan and see. I might just see if I can WD-40 CRC the thing. And, because I couldn't be asked trying to knock the bearing out and replacing it, but I'll probably end up trying. Well, I did notice a couple of other noises too, like a sort of like a bearing grinding kind of sound as the bearing's going out. Also heard a bit of a ting ting ting. I think it must be just some clutter, like some leaves or some bullshit end up in there. Well, turns out he was in there. I think he had a real bad fucking day. That spidery poos had a bad day. So that's what was ting ting tinging in there. But the sound itself, it goes. I was hoping it'd be this fan. I could probably pull that apart and back up. Get out of here, you fucking dickhead. Right. Bad place to go into, mate. You got fanned. You've been fan struck. Fan struck. Probably was. Bet some dude will comment on that. You've been fan struck. Fan force. I better not do that for too bloody long. Ooh, it'll go bang. Alright, let's just fucking use that. Alright, so from what I can understand, something in there, it's not that, it's something in there making a rackety poos. It's way above my pay grade. Well, I think I've solved the ting ting ting, but would I have like a pump or something for the kerosene thingy? And that's starting, yeah, that's making noise. So this is starting to get real expensive, this style. But at least I would say that that Spider's OnlyFans account's probably going to get cancelled or shut down or banned or whatever. Yes. Oh, I guess we'll just have to. This has been a total trooper, this unit. So when it goes bang, it goes bang. But yeah, this thing's been a super trooper. Been with me since the beginning. Exie bought that, I think, years ago. And yes, total trooper. Back in the day, she used to laugh when I'd run out of the bath, and then I'd run out of the bed, turn on the hot water of the bath, whack in the plug, turn on the hot water, run straight back in the bed and dive in there, wait 5 minutes, run straight back down there, jump in the bath. When bathy poos is over after about 8 hours, and I'd run to this heater and press this button, then run back to the bath and jump in. Hey, I don't do winter, alright? Then I run back out here and then freezing my ass off and by this heater. And when I'm sort of warm enough, I'd launch over like 3 meters to the this chest of drawers, drag them open, and then straight back to this. And then straight over back to the drawers again. I'd pull out a sock. I end up with only one sock or something. Straight back to this. And and this whole cycle of getting dressed. Maybe she got tired of that. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't cute anymore. God damn it. Ah, that's better. Well, there's the highway, the main draggy, that toll roady thing, but I'm have to go on this. Like I said, I was gonna go. Hang on, let me get this candy thing out. These are really tasty. There we go. Ah, that's better. Now, what we're going to do... They're really tasty. I went to send a pack to America. This bloke said his wife likes those, and I said, oh, and then the freight company called me. I was like, oh, sorry, you have to come and collect them. You know, and I'm like, what? Oh, we can't send those. Just you know, some candy that costs like $1.50 or something. Alright, it cost me like $25 to send the bloody thing. So got my dough back. Anyways, I had this epiphany a few weeks later. I'm like, because I figured it's just all to do with Clown World. I went to the post office just on a whim. I said, oh, can you send candies? And they go, yeah. And they're looking at me like I'm stupid or something. Or stupider, obviously. And stupider and stupid and stupider. Yeah. And so I sent them along. The reason why I sent them along, I contacted this bloke because there's a whole bunch of people in this message board thing I'm a part of, and I noticed this bloke and a few others. They're throwing down some huge money, and I wrote to them. I said, you know, I'm honoured to see that this guy's getting a tremendous amount of backing, because we really need this. You know, it's great to see that he's got sponsorship from other areas, and he's not beholden to the baddies. And so yeah, he said, oh yeah man, and he said, oh, you're in Japan, blah blah, and I said, yeah, he mentioned those games. I said, yeah, I'll get some to you for sure. It's really good to see there's a whole bunch of really good people out there that are supporting an honour-bound cause, and I'm a part of it, man, you know. If only I was a zillionaire, I'd be throwing money at them too. But yeah, I just sort of, I don't know, I think I was drunk off my ass at the time, but I just wanted to say to them, you know, it's fantastic to see that, you know, the guys getting, whether it be small support or major support like that, it's necessary, it really is. Yeah, so there you go. But anyways, the original ones that I bought, I'm eating one right now. And when they brought them back and said, oh, you know, I had to sign and get my dough back and stuff, and I opened the packet because I go, oh yeah, because bad people sometimes send drugs and stuff. And I said, yeah, you know, that's probably the reason. And so I opened the packet and I just started handing them out. We started eating them, you know, to the office girls and that. That was a laugh. Well, there you go. And here they are here. Oishi, man. Alright. That's the Duke bite. That's cool. Duke Nukem 3D. So there you go. Yeah. Just really glad to be a part of that. It's not like anyone would know I'm a part of it, but I'm a part of it because it's Legion and there's fucking millions of us, isn't there? Now, and we're growing. So, well, that's my my Friday evening for you. You know, getting spiders out of fan force heaters. You know, that's what you do when you come of age. Oh God, stay young, whatever you do. Well, there's not a whole lot to do this evening. Couldn't be asked going anywhere. And as winter befalls us, I don't go anywhere anyway. So I'm going to go and I don't go anywhere. So I'm going to go pick up some kerosene. I would go to there's a petrol station there. See, I told you there's one. I would have gone to this servo up here, but those machines don't take coins at all, so it kind of ticks me off. I went there once on my scoot and they didn't take coins, and all I wanted to do was put like 80 cents worth of fuel in my rig. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Poverty pays, man. I don't give a fuck because my life's awesome. See, there's another petrol station right there. They're generally cheaper than most around, but still you're paying, what's that, 153 yen for regular juice. 164 for high octane, and 130 for diesel. You know, it's still fucking crazy. And the Americans were complaining, well, for good reason. I don't mean complain. When you say complain, it sort of means like a negative, but they were for good reason, you know, pissed off that fuel was so much. But I'll tell you, look at the dudes in like Japan and Sweden, you know, pay like ridiculous prices for it. You know, if we weren't beholden to the dickheads that are running the show, that they don't know what they're doing. They've got no fucking idea. They don't know about any of them. You know? Well, we could have cordial relations globally, and then we could have peace and stability, and we'd all be living pretty good. I might be poor as shit, but I live good, man. I live good, man. Woo. Had to pull out a bit of that, what's his name, What's that dude's name that does all the spinny poos in the car? What's his name again? Something like that. Oh, yeah. Now I was watching this. I watch a lot of, like I was saying, Mortsky Repair and Dylan McCool and all those, and Thunderhead 289 and Junkyard Digs and Junkyard Moog, all them. You know, I used to get right into Roadkill and all that sort of stuff. They went a bit too corporate for me, you know, but I understand it. They kind of did. But anyways, what it's called, Moto Trend or whatever, that's a part of all those dudes anyways, and it's got a like huge production behind it. But I checked it out, and I laughed my ass off so much I subscribed. This bloke and his bird, no, this bloke and this bird come along. She was like a guest host or whatever, and they had like this big production crew behind him. So because when at the end you see all the credits, I'm like, shit, these dudes, you know, they're no Dylan McCool or Mortsky Repair, you know. Mortsky Repair does it all by himself with Duff the dog, you know. But aside from that, this I've forgotten the name of this dude already, but God, it was funny. The way he would describe distributors and batteries and all kinds of funny shit. God, it was funny. It's great to see these dudes, you know, pulling old cars out. In this instance, they pulled out a 1967 six-cylinder straight six Mustang, and have been sitting there for, I think they said 28 years, and they pull it out, and not one brake is loose, and God, it was just a laugh what they were doing with it and how they put it back together and got it back on the road. It's just, God, it's funny. So I'm really enjoying that sort of stuff. That's what you do when you come of age. God, these are yum. But yeah, total laugh right there. So there's always something. You think, you know, you might get a bit bored on the old YouTube or something, but then again, there's so much out there that I just don't know exists. So that's a good laugh. Driving instructions by ABAREBUGYO. You shouldn't always zip over and change lanes that quick, especially not in intersections. But I was looking for a while on that one, because what happens sometimes is a scoot or a motorcycle, because a lot of motorcycles around, they might zip through traffic, so you kind of got to be a bit aware of that. On occasion, some dudes are not running a light. I've got to fix that headlight. And so that kind of happens too, so you got to be a spatial awareness on that one. Alright, what we got here? We're coming up to my local, not local yokel, but the main fuel station that I go to here. So let's get this done. Well, at least you could say we made it. Alright, now we have kerosene. Kerosene, I think it's like 99 yen a litre now. You get this card thing, right? And so that you press the cardy thing on some electromagnetical Millennium Falcony lasery whatever, and it goes beep, and then you get like another cent off, yen off. Yeah. Could go for cordial relations, but hey, you see, you need better people in power, obviously. Anyways, they know what they're doing. They know what they're talking about. Right then, Taxo's rich. $30,000 a ticket. Yeah, anyways, what we're going to do now is get back to the ranch, fill up the kerosene tanky thing, and do nothing. That's pretty much it. Yeah. Shit, I haven't been drunk for fucking ages. That's just ridiculous. All this sobriety stuff. It's just crazy. It's like some kind of faculties of awareness, you know? Yeah. It's like I know what's going on. Hey? Yes. Alright, a moment of clarity, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, like this amazing clarity. It's like I seem to like do things far more accurately. Oh. Stargate, Captain's Log. Saturday morning, it's about 11 a.m. Gorgeous weather, god damn it, I can't believe it. Nice and sunny, but this is just bullshit. Because it's good weather, everyone's decided to go for a bit of a trundle. God damn it. I should have gone in the overpass. Plan is though, hit the warehouse. It was a few weeks back. I was loading up this shelf. It turns out I heard this creaking and shit, and I think, shit, is there an earthquake coming or something? What's that noise? It turns out a bunch of the bloody white ants. They decided to chew out one of the beams of this shelf I built years ago. What I'm going to do, wood's crazy expensive these days. I'm going to go and get a beam. I'm going to replace a beam, or maybe just put a shore something up. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shore it up, and that should repair that good enough to keep it rocking and rolling. No one gives a shit about this story. Sent a few things off to Bill this morning. That was good. And the lasses said, oh, why don't you whack those two in the same box? And I go, yeah, well, I've got to buy the box. And I go, yeah, but you know. Yeah, alright, so they helped me. I said, how about you help me pack it? I go, I'll just sit here and watch you guys do it. So, but we sorted it all out together, so that was good. So I haven't been actually doing a whole lot this very day. I've done stuff all day actually. Well, there you go. I was at my local hardware store back there and checked out my computery thing, and turns out, well, I made my quota today, didn't I? I was like, right, what I could do now that I'm here, God, wood's expensive, because I'm going to fix this thing today. I figured I'll get some extra materials, because I've got this awesome table saw thing, and I'll make some up. And then I realised, hang on, a mate of mine bought it off me last night. Yesterday sometime. I was like, oh shit. So got this other bloke to sort that out, so that's cool. I reckon I might even get that out tonight or tomorrow morning. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, got my quota sorted out for today, so that's good. So I can just have a nice easy day and just sort of, I'm getting things done. So when things are done and you're really prepared, then you can kind of, you don't feel too stressed, and just sort of get all the shit done that needs to be done. Yeah, this sober life is pretty sort of, I don't know, you get shit shit done. Yeah. I don't exactly like. See, I prefer to live on the peripheral of vague, because the reality of this existence, well, my existence is awesome, but just the reality of humanity and where it's going right now, just like, oh my god, Zaz! Well, I was listening to the restream this morning, so that was good. I didn't catch it all, but good enough. Oh, a good dose of hopium right there. Oh my god, Zaz! Tells ya, I'm just absolutely basking in this sun. I just heard the trill of a mountain hawk. Oh, there. Oh, hang on, there's Crowy. I knew there was Crowy around because I've been chucking food up there for him. There's the trill again. There's a mountain hawk around here somewhere. But Crowy's been saying to me, hey, and telling his mate, oi, that big dickhead's here again. I'm telling you, sitting in the morning sun. I'll be sitting when the evening comes. Oh, just basking. I've got just my singlet on. Just basking, mate, basking. I had a whole bunch of that food I cooked up last night. God, it tastes like shit. And I tried to eat it again this morning. You know, I shoveled in as much as I could, but God, that was awful. Okay, not one of my best meals. Crowy's actually thinking shit, you know. I mean, come on, can't you come up with something a bit better? But what we do have, oh, I tell you, I'm basking because we haven't had decent sun for a while now. You know, heading into winter and all that. Well, we've got some decent. There he goes. There's Crowy. Decided to give it a go. So I figured I'll just I don't want to burn that one too. Hey, I'm not a shitty, terrible cook. I just sort of don't care enough. Hey! What we got going here? Ooh, we'll get in there. Yeah. Another minute, I reckon. Now, got this this dealie on the go. Which I've got this at an auction house, and I've actually got another one, exactly the same model in there. Great unit. That's the Ryobi. Is that Ryobi? Oh, now before that sun sort of sneaks behind those trees, oh, there it is, the Mount Hawk. Told you there was one around. I could hear him. I figured he'd be over there or something. I think he's a bit tentative as to whether he'll jump on that roof and have a go at some of that stuff. That's good. But yeah, I figure I'll kick back here for a while, maybe make a coffee again, and get stuck into some stuff. But then, oh yes, there you go. Oh, yum frickin' oh. Shut. Bit of key eye on that one. Okay. A little bit on the hot side. Oh, let's get back into this rig. Bit of ninja key eye on that. That Mount Hawk might come back. Ah, this ain't bad. I bought a kilo of shredded cheese about a week ago. And just every day I'm just piling it in. Been eating a lot of cabbage too. I don't know about that stuff. It's kind of like if you're at the gym and you're standing behind a bunch of serious bodybuilders or something. Smell it. No one wants to hear about the smell of cabbage. Jesus, hey, frickin' hockey sticks. Ah. But yeah, I know at this time of year you should really enjoy that sun and appreciate it, because when it goes to shit, it really goes to shit. I can see a bird over yonder. That might be a mountain hawk. Yeah, looks like he's going for some thermal. There's another one way behind. I don't know what that is. It might be a crow. Yeah, it's a crow. Isn't it? No. I think that's a mountain. Bit farther. Might even be a stork. I don't know. No one gives a shit. Okay. I'll sign off until a bit later. I'm just going to bask in this sun a bit more. Enjoy it while you can. Get some vitamin D. It's good for you. Right then, Stargate, day in the life of I. Okay, now what we're doing here is coming up with a plan. I don't have any anti-mushy white ants, Shiro Ali, that's what I call them, white ants. I don't have any anti-white anti-painty, you know, that stuff, treatment for wood. So what I'm doing, I'm coming up with a plan. No, it's not a good plan, but it's an alright plan. What I'm doing is I figure they probably don't like paint or lacquety painty or whatever, so I'll just chuck that on the bottom and I'll make up another piece and or something else. Now I figure when I was back at school, when I was learning critical race theory and gender studies, I figured, right, I could utilise those skills to try to figure out what to do here. So I vacuumed most of this shit here, and this here, the white ants have chewed all of this out and chewed out, there was a beam down there, chewed the whole lot out, and so what I might do is make up another beam for that too. So I'm making up basically a framework going on here based on the distance between the floor there and here. So it's dropped like 30 mil, half an inch kind of thing, 25.4. Oh, sorry, I learnt that in gender studies, 1 inch is 25.4 millimeters. Anyways, because the pseudo-physicians needed to know how much I wanted to lop off my You can't help the apes. You just can't help them. Now, what I'm going to do, because this thing goes up to 385 and I want 522, I'm thinking of getting some extra blocky poos or something like that. I'll figure it out. And I have to raise this. That's what I've got to do. Yes. Okay, so thank you to my critical race theory teacher. Thank you to my gender studies teacher for all those valuable skills. Had to bring out the big guns. The 120 millimeters. Around here somewhere. Over there. Right then. So it's a whole lot worse than what I thought it was. I really should have that mushy, painty sort of stuff. It's pretty expensive stuff. That shits itself again. I'll paint it up a bit more, but it's a lot worse than I thought it was. Shit, I hope they haven't gone. Oh shit, they have too. Oh, gonna have to replace the whole beam, aren't I? Yeah. Haven't gone that far, eh? Yeah. All right, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. All the way up to there. God damn it. Oh, you fucking bastards. So that's not good. Who knows how far they've gone up on the other side. Oh, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Okay. Alright then. We'll figure something out. Yeah. Well, that's kind of shit. What are we going to do for the meantime? Just whack a frame in there and that'll do and not worry about it. That's possible. Oh, I don't have to move all this shit out. Certainly not. Right, come up with a plan. Right, off to the hardware store we go. Okay, we've decided to go with a new improved El Cheapo style cut corners plan. what we're going to do, I took that beam off, flipped it upside down. I'm going to give it a cut. The mushy RLEs, they kind of got into that bit too, but most of that's all solid, so that's all right. So yeah, the bastard's got stuck right into this, and so what I'm going to do is put a frame on the bottom of that. It's not going to matter too much because that beam goes there. That'll do. Yeah, that goes all the way through there. Yeah, that's close enough. Because that stuff is really expensive. That shit. Just for this. And but these beams are getting expensive too. But I figure drive all the way over there in a warehouse and go through all this bullshit. To do it correctly would be to move all of that shit, move it out, replace the beams, cut them up, put all that, that stain stuff on them that the mushies, those white ants don't like, the mushies, and then whack it all back together. But considering this is, if it happened to that one, I'd be pissed. But this one was just a knock-up one I did for the first one. That's not so bad. All right, let's just go with the old El Cheapo Shazam style. That reminds me, there's been this viral videos going around with this bloke. He's a carpentry teacher, woodworking teacher, right? And I think it's Canada, right? And the bloke, hey, this might be rough, but we're slow. And what happened was, he slagged off all that stupid shit that they're trying to teach kids, and they got stuck into him about it, and so he goes, all right, and now he decided to roll up wearing this big latex boobs and stuff while he's doing his woodworking thing. So he's not actually an F-wit. He's actually cool as shit, and that's a protest, you see. And it's like, well, try and fire me. Why are you gonna fire me for accepting what you want us to do to them? It's bloody hilarious. Yeah, all is not as it seems. Right then, well, it's not as good as I wanted it to be, but that'll do. At least I didn't have to run down the hardware store. Wood's really expensive. Everything's expensive these days. It's all gone up to craziness prices. So, yeah, I cut that and shut it, and that'll bloody do. Alright, let's get on to something else. So what colour is she, man? The rig, the chariot, the wheels. She's your basic green. Green. Green is nice. What a great movie. Anyways, I don't know, it's about after 6 o'clock or something. Where's that bloody moon? Just sort of, it's around here somewhere. Oh, it's starting to cool down, right? So it's real nice and just nice. Right here. Let's put another log on fire. Yes. Oh, there we go. Got a few more of those logs. Yes. Right then. Yeah. I haven't really got much to say. I'm just really tired. I might work another half hour, I guess, and that should be about it. Didn't exactly get what I wanted done today.
Elemental forces caused the egg to hatch. From it then came a stone monkey. The nature of monkey was irrepressible.